Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. The name's Ben, and sometimes Mightea? That's right. Henceforth and from now on, I shall be known as Ben or Mightea. In this video, I'll be talking about the weapon balancing cycle, or the buff-nerf cycle of weapon balancing. If you see my last video, you'll know that the term meta has been used to describe a lot of different weapons in Destiny. This was the result of the effort to create the perfectly balanced crucible, a crucible that is not dominated by one or two weapon types. But is the perfect balance possible? In reality, is there such a thing? Let me limit this argument to just primaries. With as many primaries as there are in Destiny, we've never witnessed a state in which every weapon saw the same amount of use in the crucible, at least not for long. Instead, what we have are these two distinct phases. The first phase starts immediately after a patch goes live. This is when the meta is not yet established, and people are trying new things. This period is a lot of fun. It seems like you're running into a different weapon with every encounter. Reddit and Bungie forums are semi-salt free during this phase, as everyone begins sharing tales of their newest favorite weapon. But soon after, the second phase of the cycle begins. This is when word of the new top dog primary weapon in the Crucible has circulated through the YouTubes and the interwebs. Everyone is trying out the new top dog, and then we see a much more consistent use of one or two weapons with every encounter. It's funny because I joked about how a balanced Crucible was not possible a long time ago in a Datto video, sometime around when Thorn and the Last Word reigned supreme. How instead of a balance, we'd only get a shuffling of the deck every month or two. And if you were to read the past 10 patch notes back to back, you'd see that is exactly what's been happening. This strategy actually works really well in keeping people engaged, and also encourages people that have abandoned the game to give it another go. It keeps things interesting because the #1 cause of video game fatigue is repetition. I just made that up, but it sounds super duper legit, so I'm sticking by it. I can actually say that this is true from personal experience. Back when the Vex Mythoclast first appeared on YouTube, I wanted that gun, and I played the game more to get it. It was actually the reason I started a Warlock character. Initially, I couldn't do the raid because I was only a lowly level 28. No one carried level 28s through the Vault of Glass, are you kidding me? Get booted. That's when I heard that Warlocks could cheese the Atheon checkpoint by using their grenades to throw Atheon off the cliff. So I started my Warlock character, for that reason exclusively, only to later find out I could do it as a Titan. Look at us. Me and a buddy were so happy. After 300 attempts, we finally did it. We two-manned the Vault of Glass boss. Legit-ish. I didn't get my Vex Mythoclast then. In fact, by the time I did, it was already nerfed, so I didn't get to partake of the good cheese. But you see what I mean. To get to one special weapon, I put in hundreds of hours, only to have a patch make it pointless and get me started on a different grind. And you know what else causes fatigue? Grinding. Nowadays, if a game developer tries to get me to play that many hours of PvE to be able to PvP, that game can eat it. I'm out. I will file for accidental purchase with my bag so fast, you'll never know I bought your game. Look what happened to The Division. With that said, Bungie's doing a great job with this new reward system. It is no longer forcing people that love PvP to play endless hours of PvE to get weapons and gear. Hats off to you for that. Can't wait to see what's in store. Anywho, what be your thoughts? Do you think metas can be extinguished? Do you think there will be one magical patch to balance them all? Type somewhere about it. Until next time, God bless and deuces.